Hello, everybody. It's Cave Cat again with another great episode of Cave Cat's movie and TV reviews. Today, Popples will make you smile. Yep, today I'm going to be reviewing Popples, the original series, not the 2015 version that aired on Netflix. Anyway, Popples first started off as a line of plush toys created by those characters from Cleveland, now known as Cloudco Entertainment, the same company that also created the Care Bears and Strawberry Shortcake in association with Mattel. But the one thing about them that made them very special and unique is the fact that they actually have a pouch on their backs, which allows you to invert them so that they could turn into a ball. Of course, in 1986, the same year that the plush toys were first released, a live-action special was released which featured the Popples as puppet characters, and once that special was well received, Mattel teamed up with Deke Entertainment to create an animated series based on the Popples plush toys. So thus, we ended up getting Popples, the animated series. To start things off, the series follows two children, Bonnie and Billy Wagner, who are brother and sister, who live in a suburban neighborhood. And while they may seem ordinary, what's not ordinary is the fact that they are under the possession of a group of small, brightly colored mammalian puffballs known as the Popples. In both the live-action special and the animated series, Billy and Bonnie try to keep the Popples' existence a secret from their parents or other adults, because if they found out about the Popples, then who knows what will happen. However, in the former, the Popples end up getting donated to Goodwill by mistake, due to the kids' parents mistaking them for ordinary stuffed animals, so it's up to the kids to try and get the Popples back. And once they do, the parents soon realize that the Popples are living beings after all. In the animated series, that's actually not the case. Just like in the live-action special, the kids are trying to keep the existence of the Popples a secret from the parents. But unlike the live-action special, the parents never find out about the Popples being living beings. I'm not sure if the animated series has the parents forget what happened with the Popples in the live-action special, or if the animated series is completely non-canon from the live-action special. The world may never know. But anyway, in each episode of the series, we're treated to Bonnie and Billy trying to do some sort of ordinary everyday activity, only to be constantly stymied in their efforts by the Popples, consisting of party, PC, putter, puffball, pancake, prize, puzzle, pretty bit, and potato chip. But even in spite of these hindrances, the Popples still manage to find a way to get everything sorted out before anyone else finds out what's going on. In fact, you could say that this predates Phineas and Ferb by 21 years, being that whenever it seems like that the kids are about to get in trouble for whatever the Popples did, along with the Popples being on the verge of being discovered, the Popples always find a way to get the mess all sorted out and are able to hide themselves away before the adults find out what happened. Speaking of the adults, much like Muppet Babies or even the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, we never see the faces of the adults that appear in the series because we're supposed to see things from the perspective of Billy and Bonnie, and especially the Popples. But anyway, as for the main characters, for the children, Bonnie is basically the more mature and responsible of the duo, being that she tries to keep the Popples from getting too out of hand, often to little or no success. Billy is the younger brother who tends to be a bit more rambunctious than Bonnie, sometimes even getting caught up in the Popples' antics, but he can also recognize when things get a bit too out of hand. And now we get to the Popples themselves, with Party being a literal party animal who likes to take every opportunity to try and turn every occasion into a party, whether the kids like it or not. PC is the straight man who tries to keep things under control, even if he can sometimes be troublesome to a lesser extent. Putter is the more excitable of the Popples who likes to joke around and sometimes likes to play pranks. Puffball is a neat freak who hates to get dirty but is also skilled at performing ventriloquism. Pancake has a tendency to tickle others with her tail while also being there to cheer up the kids, even if she didn't appear as often as the other Popples did. Prize is rather vain and often does everything she can to maintain her appearance, though it's no surprise that her voice is supposed to be based off of Marilyn Monroe. Puzzle is more or less the bookworm of the main Popples, but is also very intelligent with a great sense of humor and was voiced by the late Dan Hennessy, giving him a voice making him sound kind of like this. Pretty Bit is a lot more shy than the other Popples, but is also knowledgeable about good manners and etiquette, while also having a tendency to speak in rhyme. And lastly, Potato Chip, as her name implies, likes to eat various snacks, especially potato chips. Then come the second season of the series, we're introduced to more new characters and new Popples as well, aside from Billy, Bonnie, and their Popples. The second season introduces us to two other children named Mike and Penny, with their Popples being two rockstar Popples named Punkster and Punkety, two baby Popples named Cribsy and Bipsy, and a smaller subspecies of Popples known as Pufflings. To be honest, I never saw the second season of the show, and I have no plans on doing so, because from what I heard, the second season isn't as good as the first season, in my opinion. And as for the show itself, it's alright, just kind of kiddie fare, almost similar to that of the Care Bears or even Strawberry Shortcake. I mean, yeah, some parts of the show are pretty amusing, and we do get to see what adventures that Billy, Bonnie, and the Popples go through while trying hard to stay out of trouble. But again, it's all just a bunch of standard little kid fluff. Even though Deke did make other kiddie-oriented shows, like the early episodes of Care Bears, the first Kingdom Chum special, and even Sylvanian Families and the Little Golden Book Land special. I think it's possible that I might do a review of Little Golden Book Land in the future. Food for thought. But anyway, regarding the Popple show, while I thought that the show was okay, it feels more suitable for younger children at the age of, say, maybe 5 to 8. So it's because of this that I will give Popples 7 stars. Also, in that regard, I can't believe that they actually decided to make a brand new Popples series for Netflix. I mean, yeah, they did try to reintroduce the Popples to a brand new generation, but they completely redesigned the Popples while also giving them completely different names than what they were named in the original toy line in 1980s series. A lot of other 1980s franchises have done that as well, like the Care Bears, the Pound Puppies, and even My Little Pony. But at least it's not quite as bad as what happened with the Popples. And I did mention before that the Garbage Pail Kids cartoon is getting a reboot series, but as of right now, we're not sure when it's going to be released, or if it will ever be released, since we haven't gotten any more word from any of the producers or executives if it's still in production. But that's another topic that I've already talked about in the past. I admit that even in spite of the fact that the original Popple series is more suited for younger children, those that did grow up with it will still look back on the show with fond memories of when they used to watch it on television. After all, that's what you do. You reminisce on the memories of watching a show on TV, if it's as good as you remembered or if it isn't as good as you thought it was before. It's all in how you look at it in some cases. Anyway, that does it for this episode of Cave Cat's movie and TV reviews. Once more, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more episodes, or whatever video that I might come up with next. So until next time, see you in the future!